about the king of weed in the Netherlands, his weed business was selling souvenir packs of seeds?
Yes, and he came down here and
Adrian.
toured the place. Correct, that's
Yeah.
his name.
Yeah.
I hadn't watched it.
That's how he got around the laws in Europe. You know,
And we're back.
in the Netherlands, you can't. It's still illegal to grow weed, even though you can sell it.
What?
Correct?
Yeah, it's illegal
What they
to
sell
grow
in
it.
Amsterdam, they don't grow in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
How that makes sense?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
how
mean,
that makes sense.
what you asking?
Because let me state something. Growing up in
Doesn't.
Ireland, originally before they started growing more, the herb was actually imported from Amsterdam, and we actually got the weakest of the weakest herb because it's Ireland and it's an island and nobody cares about them basically.
Bush
Yo,
weed.
why them deal with Ireland like that?
It rainy and bleak.
Historically,
It rainy and bleak.
isn't
dog.
that most of like
Ireland.
that side of the world?
All them good for is whiskey.
Well, no, because
All them good for is
because the
whiskey.
English have good herb. They have their own cheese.
Yo, the cheese.
Their cheese is like one of
Dang.
What's cheese?
it's a type of herb.
Is that,
I know.
yeah.
But it just
Sativa,
smells
indica.
It's more of a.
I'm not even sure.
It's more of a sativa unless you
smell
get like
like
the cheese
cheese?
crosses. Like a blueberry cheese is
Yeah,
an indica.
yeah,
A
yeah.
straight cheese is a sativa though,
It
that will
stink like
rip
cheese?
your face
yeah,
off.
it actually smells
But
like cheese.
I don't know if I want to smoke something that smells like cheese.
Straight. I also wouldn't want to
Dude,
smoke
it's-
something called cat piss.
I agree with cat
I have
piss.
smoked cat piss,
Dude.
but I don't like the
Ew.
name of cat piss.
Why for these names?
It smell like
I
cat
don't
piss.
But why
Yeah,
is
about
that
that.
a good thing?
They're not up on the cat piss
What do you
one.
mean the stink of the weed, the higher the grade? No, so them say
No, man.
the weed have a stink like shit, or so you know.
That's a very countryman thing to say, man. The weed stink like shit. Yeah, go smoke good. Like, nah, man.
No,
some brown
brother-
dirt you're buying.
Brother, it's them same countrymen they look upon goats and go, Bombay, see how they go, they rank? Good soup. No!
But it's true.
But I don't want
The rank of the goat, the nicer the soup.
I have to agree with that, to be
Ah,
fair.
okay.
No.
I don't know.
Everybody just nodded
A
it.
rank
Seb don't
goat,
know.
it make a
I've
I've
mess.
never
not in the
eaten
culture.
a goat.
What?
That
I've
smell
never-
nice.
I've never eaten goat that I've seen alive.
Before it went in the pot.
Oh,
Like
so, you
it-
Yeah.
don't, so you don't know if it rank?
No,
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
You
Like,
can taste when a good goat rank, you know.
you can smell the ranking of the
Yeah,
soup.
Alright, well, can we move on
You
from
can
this?
smell the
Alright.
rami.
Back to cannabis
I used to get a
culture
goat every
topic.
Christmas.
Could I, alright,
Alright, we're in
just
cannabis culture topic. Shoot.
state that I forget how many, but there are only about maybe a dozen, if at most, original weed strains.
Speaking to the mic.
That all of the rest, all the strains that are out there are mixes of mixes of mixes.
Yeah, like Jack
Yeah.
Herrera is one of the OG strains. Like that
But-
was
so OG is an original. Well, OG, is an
Yeah.
original one.
Original
I thought,
gangster.
I thought OG stood for Ocean Grown. Leafly. I got that from Leafly.com.
step out the room.
So
I got that
I
from
don't.
Leafly.com.
I'm not sure.
I got that from
Go down the
Leafly.com.
steps. Don't
Yeah,
come
I
back.
don't know about that one there, Leafly.
Yeah,
Argue with Leafly,
You
guys.
silence the room.
Yeah.
I did.
ocean grown, that don't make sense.
Yeah,
You
I
can't.
was looking
you can't grow
What
weed
the
from
fuck grows in salt water?
That's what I was
You
wondering.
can from salt water.
Rosemary. Rosemary grows on the
Alright,
seashore.
excuse me.
Mango.
I would have to do
Rosemary
my
grows on the
research.
seashore.
By the way,
Yeah.
the
Sea
herb is
grapes.
very nice and tasty. Can you everybody's
very
been
nice.
enjoying it,
It's
right?
Yeah,
very
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very nice. What is it called?
Marigold.
Marigold.
And it is
Mari.
Mari.
And it is
Bumbaras,
Sensi
man.
strain.
Yeah, it's our strain, our geneticist. Big up to Bob on the farm. Anywhere you're there, you're
Big
the
up
biggest
anybody
blood
named
clot thing in
Bob.
the world.
Is a big
Bless
up anybody named Bob?
Although there's only one Bob.
Yeah, there's only
Any
one
other
Bob, and
Bob
he's a
Bob
grower.
sucks.
He's an imposter. You're my you are gonna move.
Yeah, your name is what?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
your
You
don't
government
even know.
name?
Yeah,
You
man,
see?
maybe give you the government a joke.
It's just Bob.
But yeah, so he developed this strain for us to be our like lead strain, like
Main.
out of everything. Like this is the one that will represent Sensi the most. As you guys can see, it's a very uplifting, nice.
Man, nice.
Like it hits you, like you have to look upon it and be like, yeah, more. Like it's not bringing anybody down. And
I
you
love
know,
a good
yeah,
sativa.
nice sativa.
I love a good sativa.
Because people, not everybody that listens is ganja connoisseur. Would you all like to explain to them what
Timothy.
sativa? What's it? Actually, yeah, Timmy, you should. We're at Sensi Herb House. You're the representative here. What's a sativa? What's an indica? What's a hybrid, Timmy?
So, a sativa weed is a cannabis that basically you can, simplest way to put it really, you can smoke it in the day without feeling lethargic. So
Excellent
it's
daytime
more of
smoke.
a head high, and you feel kind of uplifted, clear-headed with some of them. Some of them promote a lot of creativity. So there's a lot of, with the different strains, you'll get a lot of different effects.
Did
but
you
as
did
long
you
as
notice
it's-
that he said creative vati? So you have to notice where the A's come back in. They'll slip past and you'll never see it.
So such an ass. Such an ass.
Yeah, wrong.
So, with the different strains that we have, each one will promote a different thing. As long as it's a sativa, it will be uplifting and not lethargic. Indica is something you would more want in the nighttime, preferably.
Couch
And,
lock.
Yeah, it's very body.
In the couch, as they say.
It's the nicest way to remember. It's indica, you'll go a bit in the couch. Like, couch potato, very much a stoner. Yeah, dude, like,
It's
potatoes.
slow.
and-
It's the classic. It's a classic one you see on TV where someone smokes and then they're just TV. Oh, I want some
Yeah.
food. That's definitely.
Yeah.
Indica.
I lined up a lot of good
Excellent
indica to
before
watch
bed.
Stranger Things season 3 this weekend.
Ooh, that's out today.
Yeah,
I'm at
So
episode 3.
It's that type of vibe. You get me? Like, if you want to just be home, build, chill, and just sit down all day, a good indica on the weekend is what you would more look for. And of course, each of the strains, indica I find for me brings out hunger more.
Definitely.
But you do have sativas that bring
Definitely.
out hunger as well. So
I feel like
there's a
sativas
nice
give you
mix.
more dry mouth.
More what, sorry?
Dry mouth.
I find
Or I get a lot of dry mouth.
and then a hybrid, as you guys can tell, would be a hybrid of both.
Of both of them, but it's always dominant in one majority of the time. But it's so close to call
No,
that a lot of the time I wouldn't even say.
And then
there's a
there
mixture in
is-
all of them.
there
Because
is
some of them will be
ruderalis.
50-50, 60-40, one will be 20-80.
Yeah, but
Like, that's one
unless
thing.
it's 2080, that's the only time I can really tell the difference in a
More
hybrid. Most of them
emergencies.
to me feel the same way, but I like the taste.
Timmy
that
was
a lot
right.
of the
People
hybrids
always
give.
be dying on this road.
People always be dying on this road. It was crazy.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
now I know.
Well, like with the sativa is more of an energetic strain. It's something you want to go out, go like on a walk, like
Yeah,
really
a nice
enjoy your
hike.
day, even to be creative, get your mind thinking. Sativa is like the better strain, because you want to be uplifted, and your mind is everywhere, and thinking of things that you wouldn't have thought of, and that's one thing that I really enjoy with herb for the most part, is it really makes you look at things in a different way, and will just
Yeah, it
really
gives
make
you a
you
different
meds.
perspective.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even look at it from different perspectives, and
We
really
also
take into
have-
deep thought.
We also have one
Taught.
more. We also have one more strain that we offer is a CBD. It's really one of my favorites.
What
when
CBD?
It's the.
Oh.
I'm about to explain it. Calm down.
Cannabidinol.
Cannabinoid is CBD.
No. They
Tetrahydrocannabinoid.
CBD
is
is
Guys, why you
is
fighting each other? Just calm
cannabinol
down.
or something like that.
Let them fight.
But yeah, so CBD is really the one that has the highest medical properties, you could say, because it's more of it's straight up more of a medicine type of vibe. Like there's almost no
it don't have
high.
psychoactive properties.
There is no
At
high,
all?
no psychoactive product.
No, because that's a lie. You need THC in CBD to make it fully active. But
That is
if your
correct.
THC levels are low enough, the high
I know what
goes
guests feel like now.
completely unnoticed.
Correct.
So you
Correct.
need like a 2%, depending on, for every 18%, you need 2% THC to properly activate it. Otherwise, you're only getting about half the CBD use.
That is very true. I would actually like to add an example. My mother works with a CBD company,
Mother.
and they actually have one with CBD by itself and one with CBD and a touch of THC. And my sister herself realized the difference, right, of
The two of them,
the
yeah.
two of them. Like the one with the THC had definitely a better improvement on her. She felt much better. Like it made more of a difference than just the CBD by itself.
Yeah.
And that was something I didn't know just until recently.
So ours
Don't you
has.
guys use CBD for your dogs too?
yeah, I have dog
It's mainly a
treats.
straight CBD that you use for animals, though.
They actually taste good.
I don't know.
It doesn't say you're eating your dog's treats. You're eating your dog's treats, Seb.
If it's
Seb
good enough
have
for
to
my
know what
dog,
I'm
it's good
giving
enough for
mine,
me.
dog.
Seb off know I'm giving wifey. Alright, Seb.
You
I
know.
see you. I see you. Alright.
Yeah, so the one that we offer it has a touch of THC in it, of course, as I said. Not enough to get you high, but enough to activate the CBD in it. And for me, when I was working in carpentry, I used to love CBD in the morning because it would help fight the soreness and the lethargicness all day. So
lethargy.
instead of just getting high before work, which can give you the same benefits, I would hit a couple bowls of CBD bud and just go straight throughout the day perfect.
Yeah.
So it's actually one of my favorites for going to work, being super clear-headed, and still feeling like you smoke something if you're that type of person. So yeah, those are the buds. That's the type of buds we have.
What kind do you
Half.
guys like? What indica sativa? I'm an indica guy. I like to come home in the evening and then just get couch locked. What's your thing?
I'm sativa because I was
Seb's always on the go.
Yo, always on the go.
This man have like 10 jobs.
I'm surprised Seb hasn't gotten up just to start like running in spots so far. Like we've been sitting down too long, guys.
No, you don't see me shaking. No, yeah, for real. Like it's a serious thing. So I will enjoy an indica, but that's when I know I'm watching a movie and I'm out. Like that's like maybe a Saturday night. But
Netflix on indica.
But I've actually
that's the new
Bomb
just
thing.
taken a 10-day
That's the new
break,
thing.
right? Which is the first time I've actually taken such a long break. Because when's the last time y'all went on a 10-day break?
Why? Last year. Yeah.
So
2 years
I
ago.
I can definitely say like it's,
About 12 years ago.
that was basically me.
About 12
So-
years ago.
Yo, I remember one day I sat down with Seb and had a conversation about how many spliffs this man may have rolled
Oh
in his
my
lifetime.
God.
You know that.
It may have
And
run
you-
his entire life.
And you know the number is over 10,000, right?
That's a good number.
Dog,
I
it
like
is
that number.
entire-
That's a good number.
Dog,
Just simple maths.
I wish I could work out how
3
many
spliffs
bowls.
a day, 2,
That-
3 spliffs a day minimum.
this man can do this with them eyes closed, you know. I'm
Alright,
sure, you know,
so
in the
Seb, I
dark.
hit about 8 bowls a day minimum for the last 5 years. Do that.
Yeah, no. Fuck. No. See, that's why I'm taking a break. Like it's,
Like yeah, at least, and that bowl started
Oh.
because I was tired of rolling spliffs.
That's like
Yeah, I remember
70,000.
that.
dog.
Because-
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
they- see-
Bob just goes, that's like 70,000 dollars.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah, win.
I started doing the maths and I said, let me stop.
Your 10,000 sucks.
No, come
It's
on,
not
come
something you should be proud about, guys.
At all, right? Like, why are we comparing this?
Like,
It's
Oh,
not.
Tom
it's-
Chang, I'm
it's-
coming
so
for you.
I would actually like
Snoop,
to
I
ask
have
you
you.
a
I
question.
like
You
sativas.
have nothing.
Oh, yeah, finish.
You have nothing on Snoop, my G.
I know, right?
I like sativas. What does
So we got
Timothy like?
sativa.
CBD, going to work, and I really like indicas. Like if I'm at
Indica.
home, it's indicas.
So we split evenly down the
Split
Yeah.
room.
evenly down. Room.
Yeah.
Well, each one have their own reason for it.
Sativa.
The sativas win.
The room is literally
So-
split.
so-
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
no.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
always-
that's
She
fair.
said,
That's
she
fair.
said indicas at home, sativas outside. That makes sense.
Sativas are good
Yeah.
to hit the room.
But you always have to remember is that we, for the most part, unless you're getting herb from a dispensary and so forth, you don't actually know what you're smoking.
I
until
think-
you smoke it.
I think
So
majority of Jamaican weed is that sit you down.
Rudy Raleigh.
No, no, I wouldn't even
Reggie
say so.
Bush.
I think it's
That-
a hybrid, but like a 60-40.
That stall weed.
60-40 to 80-20.
That shit
you know?
don't get you high. That shit doesn't get you hungry and make your head
Who
hurt.
still
Fuck that
buys
shit.
stall
I was about to say, who's-
weed?
It's
We-
not about stall
Who here
weed.
still buying stall
That drives the Jamaican economy.
no,
What do you
yeah,
mean?
I'm sorry, but there a recent stall, what I call it, it's not a stall place, it's a special place, which is
It's a
by Dub
special
Club
place.
side.
In his heart.
Dub Club side makes sense, Seb.
Yeah,
right?
but they grow their herb up there. It's not like them going to grill and
But
buy
that's it.
They,
That's
they
why
care about their herb.
I don't this because sometimes you will see some nice call it bush, but just some nice regular weed, you know. And one thing that I would like to state is the problem with Jamaican herb for the most part on the street side is they don't dry it and cure it properly, and that is the biggest issue because they might grow nice herb, but they might not be able to actually finish it because you can grow amazing weed. And if you put that on the side and you don't dry that out properly or you dry it out too fast and so forth, that makes all the difference. Like, you will mash up your weed so much. That's why,
How so?
because at the end of the day...
Yo, he just got so annoyed that people don't know this. Yo, while
Seb cuss me for putting too much weed in the grinder, dog.
You don't know it expands,
Yeah,
Bob.
you're crushing the weed.
There's a science
Yes,
to it, right?
I know.
am very passionate
I asked
about
Seb,
it.
I asked Seb, hope you, whoever watching, I asked Seb a while ago, yo, could you, what is that? And Seb goes, like he was so mad. He
How
was
fucking
so-
dare you ask?
He was so mad. How could people not
So,
know
let me
this?
explain, right? When it comes to herb, right? It's in moisture level, I think it's about 60%. Yeah, when it's at its cures point, it's like 50 to 60% moisture retention, right?
Sure.
So when you, in a sense that when it's just cut, it's 100%. If you don't put that in a specific room at a certain temperature that has a certain air around it, it might go moldy, it might dry too quick, it might not dry quick enough, which will cause mold. And that's why the drying is one process, and then the curing is putting it in a jar, in a room temperature place, in a dark room. And in total, you want to do that for 30-40 days. So when you cut the plant, technically that's not smokable for a good month to 2 months.
So
the longer you keep it curing, the longer you keep it in that thing, the better it will get. The better it ferments, the more flavor it will have, the smoother it will smoke.
See, I knew I invited Seb here today for a reason.
That's how you cure a small amount of herb, though. Okay, like we have a very similar style, but it's on a large scale. It's
How do you cure on a large scale?
So explain how you guys cure it.
I tell the guys off camera, but
It's a trade secret.
Can't give out trade secret.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But like
Sorry.
what he's saying is very true for like a small scale. It's also a very you have to watch humidity.
Yeah, but that's
Like once a herb is picked and like dried for 2 weeks,
The moisture.
its humidity is the real
The
killer,
what,
so.
Bob?
The moisture.
No, that's it. Once it
Yeah.
reaches that humidity level, that's when you want to put it
Yeah,
in
and
the
you need
cure.
to be consistent there. So,
But
yeah.
that's why they say sometimes it depends on your drying technique. If you can, draw the air out. If you actually have that room that really
Can we
with
just
the
record
airflow
here
and so
now?
forth, and that right temperature, then
it has
you
to
can
be
actually
consistent.
very consistent. You can actually do it
Seb,
correctly.
watch the cable on your
Yeah.
mic.
Okay, that's what wrong with it.
Just watch it.
Just match.
Keep it in your eyes.
Boom. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Sorry for breaking your flow, guys.
So
yeah,
but yes.
curing is an art.
yeah, it really is an art, and that's
Curing is an
the
art.
issue. That's the issue with Jamaican herb is that they don't actually do the finishing process correctly.
Word. So you
like bush weed.
Well,
When
no,
you buy
and then there's
weed-
different levels.
When you buy
of
weed on the stalk from the man in the
They're like,
where
scandal
there's more
bag.
seed and stalk than there is actual buds.
Bro, I mean,
Like
Yo,
there's
you ever
different
gotten
levels.
tricked? You ever gotten tricked by that before?
Of course.
I've gotten tricked by
You
that.
get a big
I
scandal
would like
bag of
to
weed.
say
50% dirty stock.
Brother, he's saying, yeah, dog. And then by the time you actually like pick and like put in it,
it gone.
there's nothing.
Yeah, it's
let
gone.
me just
And
go
then
to
when you pick out
this
the seed,
example
them too.
still, right? When I did go to Haiti and I didn't smoke for 30 days, 40 days.
Jeez, on
Ju-
peace.
The last week,
Timmy,
because
that
Should
should
start scratch already.
I was,
God,
Timmy, that should not be an amazing thing.
bro, that's amazing. That's torture.
Start scratching.
That's awful.
let me tell you, it was good because I was away. I was doing work experience, like working in an
Hey,
internship.
If I was in Haiti, I also probably wouldn't smoke.
I didn't
the
know
weed there,
nobody, you know what I mean? And the last week, basically,
Voodoo weed.
I did get friendly with a taxi man, like just talk to him every time. And he was like, yo, so you can't get me any herb? So he got me some herb. I will state there was far more. First of all, it was dust. There was far more
It was
seeds in there than there was, and sticks than there was any
So he
herb.
finished the bag of weed and
right?
then sold it to you, basically. Is what it sounds like.
Right? It was expensive, but
He
I'm
gave
pretty
you
sure he
shake.
ripped me off.
He
right?
gave you shake. He essentially gave you shake.
I burned the smallest spliff and I got so fast off the 2 jar. That's what I'm going to say. That when you don't,
You know what's
when
fucked
you don't
up?
smoke for a while,
It's a
you know-
placebo effect.
The
I'm
man
telling
got
you.
that
telling you,
Reggie
dog.
high.
You don't have a lot of herb.
Brother.
Anytime you just have a little too.
Brother,
It is the best.
I have a virgin who said the best high him ever get is off a $25 bag. Him get down at Sandy Park. Dog, I didn't even know you could buy a $25 bag of weed.
It's actually now $30.
And what the fuck do you roll with that? You just twist it.
But you see, when you buy that, is a man who him a go up on him work and him have to smoke something hot, so him buy a Craven it and a piece of grabber with it.
Oh, and just
and
mix
him
them
just
up.
rolling a cigarette basically with a liquor herb, yeah.
yeah, when you see
And
them
him
with
head
the
hot
fat
for the day
spliff
for
and them
going,
fit in
yeah.
the mouth, like just.
Yeah, that's why they stay all day. It's
Beer
mostly
cigarette.
just tobacco.
I don't understand
Yeah.
like the
Lad,
big head
lad,
split.
lad, lad,
Alright, first of all, Rizla need to stop use.
Yeah,
Like,
for
Yeah,
real.
I mean,
Jamaica
I'm
needs to
speaking
step
to-
out of this
Come
Rizla
on,
thing,
come on.
yo, for real.
You using
Listen,
the white Rizlas.
We need things.
Right, in the red
We need
pocket.
things to catch fires when we
Wait
go
no,
country.
wait
okay?
no, wait no, wait no, wait.
Yeah, we have Lion
What-
Pride.
If you are smoking the Rizla
Same thing. Even.
in the red packet, the white construction paper, you are disgusting.
Yo, we need some
You should be
parchment paper.
ashamed
You know.
of yourself. There are too many options for you to still to be doing this.
This is a fact. OCB,
straight.
raw.
A pack of Lion Pride is
OCB.
$50. $50
Yes.
fucking dollars.
Yes, fact.
Yeah, but Lion Pride is still garbage.
But
thing is,
It's
the thing
$50
is,
fucking
no.
dollars.
Construction paper.
Raw is
Alright,
3 bills.
That's true.
It
That's
It is
true.
not construction
Remember,
paper.
That's a
The
true. That's a
issue
true. We
is-
can't fight out that.
Enough
That's a
man
true.
can't roll with OCB or
God, them-
raw.
Yeah,
them
the
have
brown-
them
the
fine motor
yeah,
control.
the brown-
It's too slippery.
Exactly.
It's
Them way
slippery,
terrible.
as them
Slippery?
say. It's
Why?
slippery. You've never heard them describe it?
I have
No.
never
It
heard
sound like
of
a
it.
Rockford,
No,
man.
no, it's not slippery.
That sound like one of your Rockford.
Yeah, it's slippery.
Yeah, no, I've never
But them
heard
like
the
the way
word
it bun.
slickery.
Them love the way it bun, but them can't roll with it. Like you will have to roll a spliff for them in the raw papers and give it to them.
Yeah,
and
'cause
them
them
love
go
it,
tear
but
it
them
up.
it's too slippery.
Cause them go tear it up.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stems them roll too. You know, like a
The
lot of
blue
Jamaicans
Rizla-
them just see the stem.
The blue
like you see
Rizla
the
is
loan come
fine.
out.
The blue Rizla is fine.
No,
It's a stepping stone.
No,
We
blue
don't have
Rizla is
blue
chlorine.
We don't have blue
The
Rizla
blue,
out
the
here.
blue Rizla is just chlorined. That's
As
why
we
it's a
say
thing.
that.
Yeah, it's
don't-
disgusting.
Okay.
The blue Rizla is worse.
I don't think I've
kinda
ever seen
disagree.
Blue Rizla in Jamaica though.
Maybe because that is what I used at first in Ireland because we only
Because
had
you
red.
had shit
we
weed
had
anyway.
red Rizla, green Rizla, and blue
Green?
The
Rizla.
green.
Yeah.
What the fuck? The
What the
green
fuck
one
is-
was always so weird. It was
It's
always
just-
some
it's like
little
the
thin
middle
shit
of it,
little-
but there was no difference. But
I'm
the
clearly
blue
the
one,
uncultured one in the
No,
room.
no, they're
I
European.
only ever
Yeah,
seen
Europe,
Red
Europe.
Rizla.
But
dog.
they're
Nah, yeah.
European.
They're-
I've been
just-
over there too.
They all have a silver
You never
Rizla. You
smoke
seen the
weed them
silver
times.
package?
I was not
What
smoking
the
weed them
fuck?
times.
that was new. That was
Yeah.
new in Ireland. Like in the, like, you had OCB. That we never really had raw that much.
No, raw. It was OCB for real.
Yeah.
Like that you saw over there, or like tribal was one of them.
Tribal.
It was a
I don't know,
Netherlands.
You know what I don't like about Raws?
Them
The
slicker.
slickery.
No, no, not that they're slickery. I can't believe we're saying slickery.
That's how the guy told me.
The glue, the lining or whatever,
Always fucks up.
always fuddles.
Oh,
Or at
it's
least
because it's
fuddles
moisture.
a
You
lot.
know.
Fuddles
It's
a lot.
moisture during shipping. Is what it is because it's the natural gum. So when you see it curled over,
Brother,
it's just humidity
I'm
in Jamaica
telling you.
or moisture. Because it's very sensitive
My
to it. 'cause it's
favorite
natural.
papers are Lion Prides in a dog.
The black ones.
Yeah, the fresh packs when they're brand new in store and you see the lady boss it. That's why them all sit down. Got nothing.
Brother.
Don't fuck with it yet.
Brother, Lion Pride is my favorite paper.
They're
Cause it's cheap
disgusting.
and it work. Right?
I'd
I
rather
used
the
to be
brown
sponsored
line-
by
the
Raw.
brown line pride, not the clear
cheap
ones.
and it worked.
I used to be sponsored by Raw, but Raw cost 3 bills a pack.
Yo, you remember that point in time where Bob had the raw roller, the raw ashtray, the
Yeah.
raw
Papers.
ashtray, the raw
Yeah.
papers, the
Lighter.
raw tips, the raw lighter.
Yeah.
You were sponsored by Raw at one
Yeah.
point in
Yeah.
time.
And then I
Tray, man.
realized
See
it
my
didn't
new
make
tray?
sense.
Galaxy, trippy shit.
I like
New
it.
tray.
It's very
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you, Sensi. New tray. It's the type of some product we have so far. You know, way more coming. I mean, the sample. It's just,
Sample was fire.
I mean, even the stuff
Wifey.
that you see here that we have now in
Wifey,
store.
stop a
We'll
wife
give you
up the
guys a
spliff,
video
no?
tour soon. Oh, it's super fire, man. Super hot fire.
When does a wife up the cliff?
Hold on, no. So-
wait, hold on.
Hold on, wait. Are we still talking about weed culture?
Yeah, but hold
Yeah.
on, pause. But
I have a topic.
I look
want
at
to
the
ask you
weed things.
I have a topic.
something. When does Sensi open?
Next 2 weeks,
Ah,
dependent on when this comes out. But yeah, we're going to
It's
probably soft
coming out
open in
on
the next 2
Saturday.
weeks. Yeah.
alright. Crack the whip hard, you know, man.
We
Yeah, thanks to
love
that fucking
Massa.
Irish
Massa taught
bastard
us
over
to
there.
read. Massa treat us nice.
Right?
You don't say nothing bad about Massa.
Brother, I had Boondock. I was doing work the other day, so I had Boondocks playing, and Ruckus was working. And you know how like when you sing a song while you're at work or you have a tune a bump in your head and thing. Bad man, Ruckus was singing, white man save me. Nothing was wrong with slavery. Should have gotten back them cool nows. White man is the best. Yeah, I started laughing so hard. I don't know why is Uncle Ruckus so funny? Is it because he's the coon?
It's just the irony of his existence.
Yeah, and we don't know
A
like
black man who hates
it was
black
something
people.
in the day like the coon, but we don't know it anymore. Like
Uncle
there's no
Tom's?
Yeah, we don't know Uncle Tom's. So it's hilarious for us to see it as young people and not have any connection to it. That's why we can laugh at a lot of things now.
Dog, Ruckus is wild. I'm happy Boondocks
He's one of my
coming
favorite
back.
people.
Bob,
So-
you said you had a cannabis topic.
Yeah. So for the people out there new to the cannabis,
The ways of the cannabis.
the culture, the cannabis, yes, indeed. So to the people who don't know about it, do you know the difference between a spliff, a joint, a blunt? What's
Yeah.
the difference?
I'm going to take a stab.
You work in the industry.
A joint is herb. A spliff is papers, herb, and grabber or tobacco, whatever, and a blunt is herb wrapped in tobacco.
Yeah.
Isn't
I would say a joint would be like a
the
ziggy.
twist up? Yeah.
I would say like a joint is more like a ziggy,
So you can
almost
get
like a
out of that.
thin. Like, you know.
I would say it depends on the culture because in Ireland the blunt was
I ain't
a
struggling.
raw spliff.
A raw,
Like
what do you mean?
raw weed. You know what I mean?
Ital?
Yeah, ital.
Something you couldn't get in Ireland?
No, because
basically
wait, a
because
blunt was
like
a
just
blunt was
straight
straight
weed.
Ital.
Yeah,
wrapped in paper.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because over
Because
there, you don't do
have
that.
tobacco leaves. Like I never knew about tobacco leaf about grabber until I came here.
Well,
Like,
if you
Also,
listen-
you don't do that in over there.
No.
You don't buy an ounce and go, I'm going to roll a spliff like in Jamaica. Like no.
No, cause ounce going to cost you like £1,000.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
just
Yeah,
you know,
no.
a 50 bag in Ireland is 3.5. No, technically it's supposed to be 3.5 grams, but you're going to get like
3
between
grams.
2.5, if even 3. Yeah. So
Yeah, wow, Ireland robs
how
you.
it worked before is I'm not sure
Wow.
now because it's been a while, but before
3
it was-
grams for €50.
you have to understand.
Wait, no,
that
wait, no, wait, no.
the
No,
level.
wait, no. Hold on,
So-
hold on.
So you
3
would get-
grams.
You know the favorite thing about this? When Seb tell the story in Ireland about him and
50
7 man roll the
euro.
spliff, you know. And the 7 man have to jump up for make the €50, so 7 man share the spliff, you know.
But no, you have to
50,
understand that.
50 euro for
So
3 grams.
You are going to stretch out a maximum
Oh
of 10
my God.
spliffs out of that.
How the fuck?
50.
How you get 10
euro.
spliffs out of 2
Because
grams? It's
remember,
too
you're
much for
putting a full cigarette in there, brother.
Hold on. So this is the different.
You are
Bob,
putting a sprinkle of
Bob,
herb
yeah.
on top of
You
that.
see how you put
Just a
Rizla,
season.
how you put
What are you
grabber.
talking about?
So like how you put grabber in a spliff out here
Yeah.
is
It's the opposite.
Is
Yeah,
opposite.
That's exactly
Is
it.
tobacco is a weed and then
Seriously.
the
weed is the grabber.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
England, yeah, and in Europe, yeah. That's how it works. And it would get you
Serious.
fucked up. Like I
Serious.
never got high for the first 2 months over there till I got used to like smoking no weed.
Well, I
I got
sprinkle.
used to smoking.
Just a little
no
flavor.
weed.
Yeah, basically, like you're just smoking a raw
So
cigarette.
it just smell like weed. You don't get high.
Yeah, it's
Well, no,
essentially.
you did, 'cause
You
that's all
smell
you knew.
weed
Think
when you go
about it,
out
you
and you
never-
wonder who's smoking it, but everything looks like a cigarette, so you can't tell.
First of all, I would like to say that the herb over there, for the most part, is like dispensary. It's not. Oh no, let me take that back. It's just a level below dispensary, but it's much better than Jamaican herb. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, like
definitely.
Because
it's
it's indoor, yeah.
yeah, indoor. It comes from abroad and so forth, and it all depends. Because sometimes you know you can get good quality, sometimes you could get like okay quality.
Is hash a
Yes.
big thing in Europe?
So that's what I started off on.
Hash,
Hash. Straight hash. And if you guys don't know, that is basically the compressed crystals.
Like hash itself or hash and cigarettes.
no,
just hash.
No, of course when you're smoking.
Yeah, bro, when you smoke,
you
just,
just
it's
you-
just like it's even
you
a
need a
thinner
cigarette.
layer.
It's hot knife
you
that
actually-
bitch.
So once you're in Europe, just assume smoking involves cigarettes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
You
ton.
don't understand
Tobacco
how much
cheap.
levels.
Slavery.
How many
Slavery,
times
dog. They
this
literally
happened?
beat people to grow tobacco. They have lots of it.
No.
And also use the backy in the bags, not the cigarettes.
So
The
that
backy.
is well. That's
Yeah.
not something I liked because I've been picky from always.
Pause. The backy.
The back.
Yeah, it's a big difference. Tobacco
So
is
it-
dried. Backy in the slang is it's in the bag. It's kind of
The
moist.
So,
moist,
yeah.
like the captain,
it's
like
tobacco
the
by
captain,
itself.
whatever, the Captain Black's the chocolate flavored something that we have out here.
Yeah, sure.
But it's tobacco.
no, yeah,
So
talk,
yeah.
brother. That was
It's
word.
tobacco in a bag. So you actually have to roll up your cigarettes by yourself.
Yeah.
Where it's
Oh,
not
like,
a cigarette. Like a.
Because it's cheaper than buying a
A
pack of
rolling.
cigarettes.
Yeah, of course, because of basically a
You know it's
pack,
illegal
like-
to sell single cigarettes, right?
Of course, yeah. They didn't even have 10 packs anymore. It was straight
the kid
20s.
Didn't.
Wow,
what was his name?
Ireland
Was it?
sucks.
was
By the
it-
way,
was
it's
it
over
Trayvon?
€10 for a pack of cigarettes. Like it was €10 from Ireland. I'm sure it's probably
Who?
12.
Who got
Yeah,
shot
when I
over
was-
Lucy's?
When I was over there, it was £7 for a 10
No,
pack and
some-
£12 for a 20
cops
pack,
did
and
show
like
codes.
£7 for a big ass pouch
The
of
Eric
backy.
Garner guy.
Eric
Yeah.
Garner. There you go. There you go. Yeah, overselling Lucy's. Yeah. That's when I found out selling single cigarettes is an illegal thing.
Even here in
Wow.
Jamaica, I think.
Yeah, but then the police.
But
man-
everybody
Hold on,
does
hold
it.
on, hold on. I was about to say, everywhere you go, you can buy a singular cigarette in Jamaica.
Yeah, but that's just like an unenforced law.
But that's,
Like I saw a tourist
yeah.
smoking the other day in
Think
Ocean
about-
Bay,
So
and the
just- so
policeman
just
looks
a
at
law.
him and goes, "That's illegal," and him get frightened. The policeman laughed and walked off. I was like, oh, "That's fucker." I guess everybody needs to be entertained though.
How many laws are actually being
Enforced in Jamaica?
are respected by the people in Jamaica?
What, the police? Oh, the
There's
laws?
no like
Oh.
obviously but there's
Do you
certain.
want do you want like a hard number? Cause I'm not coming back.
Jamaica.
To
No,
About 25%.
Did you know that
the rule line
72% of
Jamaica
all
don't work.
statistics are made up?
Where did you find that? Realmadeupstatistics.com?
There you go.
No, it was actually it was on the internet, and and they can't put fake things on it.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
where's
so-
Wikipedia? All
Oh, you
truth.
can never
All truth on Wiki, bro.
No.
Gospel on the internet,
It's
bro.
all like
They would
verified
never put
by
fake
scientists. Yeah.
Things. They would never fake news.
But
I'm a really miss Trump.
No, what?
Yeah.
I feel like you just triggered Bob.
Like when he dies,
I
and
don't even have to look over
when
to know
we
you
when we
triggered
get
Bob.
when we
Let's
get well when
not trumpet,
when
let's
they
not-
get back a good president, it's
maybe
gonna be
tangential
hilarious.
lane, but let's try.
Wait, I'm gonna tell
Focus.
you,
Remember, this is
Cannabis culture.
I'm gonna tell you
Cannabis
something.
culture.
Bob, cannabis culture.
Alright. What you
So-
gonna talk about, huh?
So could I just
What you gonna talk about?
further example, the struggles in foreign compared to
The loveliness that is Jamaica.
You mean rolling a spliff in the sideway breeze?
or you mean
Like in the sideways rain, sorry?
yeah, like even out in the
In
cold
the forest?
you have to
'Cause
have
you'd have to go
fingerless
out in the
gloves
forest to smoke
underneath your
spliff?
gloves
So
you can roll
you
a
smoked
spliff.
outside?
I started very young. Let me just state that I was always out with my friends. We had our little spots.
Seb was a
You live in
troublemaker.
Ireland. Why would he be outside?
Because
Seb was out breaking
well,
windows and shit.
no.
How many houses did you burn
You had to
down?
think about that no a while ago. You dipped back into your head a while ago. Yo,
maybe
did I?
when I was very very young.
Ah.
I did break maybe 2-3 windows.
How many empty
maybe
houses did
mine.
you and your friends break into to go smoke weed in?
Oh, so we
I thought he was going to be like, no, go up, man. Goes, all right.
No,
so
it's something you do in
But,
England.
we
You see
maybe
an empty
had a
house, you just kick in the
forest.
door and go smoke. It's
We had
windy
a
as shit
forest.
outside.
Why would you go into someone else's house?
It's empty.
It's empty.
It's
It's like it's a government house that no one lives in anymore, that they haven't gone back to refurbish in months. And you need
so
some.
people don't actively live there.
No, for months it's been empty and like
Oh, I
just
thought you meant
trashy.
like people went to work.
No, Jesus Christ! No, we're not doing D and D.
Yeah, I thought you meant like people went to work and you just kick in the door and like, all right, this couch look bad.
No, you kick in the door, stand up in like squalor and roll a spliff in a warm place.
So we were
Seb
in
is
a
talking
building
about this
site,
forest.
a building site that had started, and basically they finished it halfway, and our room was 203 or something. Yeah, I think it was 203. That was our room. Basically, the second floor. Third room
Yeah,
right by the
yeah.
stairs. One that was in the corner you could see, and that was our place for a good year for the most part. Like if we were going to Par for a while, like
What's the Irish police called? The Garda?
yeah, Gardy.
Do they actually like police weed and everything then?
Oh yeah, I've got
Bad man, you can't be named the Guardy and then walk come tell me what to do. Guardy?
And say, yo, Gardy, you can't give me no chat tonight.
Gardy.
We call all of them Guardy. Your actual name is Guardy and you going to tell me what to do? It's like, yo, I was at work the other day. I was eating lunch, and like I was looking outside, and I saw, the police people in bicycles ride by.
In them shots, them
Fam,
can't give me no
never
tough chat.
give me a ticket.
You can't give me
You
tough chat in a
cannot.
body shot.
I saw one of them stop
Them
it,
over
actual
battery ride and
motorbike
right
in New
man
Kingston the other day. All I could think of was
Bob
how
said,
you can ride.
Bob said them wear battery rider and I give man ticket.
Can't do that. I can't take you seriously.
Oh my God.
All the man that ride the horse, who you doing nothing to?
Oh no, I know. Them not afraid of that shit.
Yeah.
You are
I'm
not
afraid-
giving
I'm
me a
afraid of a
ticket.
horse too, like, a horse will run fast.
That's
and
a
then
big
kick you in the
fucking
head.
animal.
Alright? Yeah,
I am
man,
driving away.
That is a big
No,
hell
man, a
beast.
horse is like a bike. It can go through traffic.
Bro, it's
alright?
how we
With
measure
a bicycle,
power.
you just open the car door and them drop over.
I am driving
We
away.
literally measure
You
power
are
by
not
horses,
giving
bro.
me a ticket on a horse.
No, they're taking you to
Alright.
jail on a horse, alright?
Look
Don't
at
worry.
my
Those
horse,
guys
my
don't give you
horse
tickets
is
for a horse, alright?
amazing.
Them call back up and say, come lock him up.
Take your fucking horse to the Old Town Road. You're not giving me a ticket, all right? No, back to Cannabis
Gonna
culture.
ride till I can't no more.
That has new meaning now, doesn't it?
Doesn't
I
it?
know,
Back
yeah.
to Cannabis culture. We're not at tangential lane yet. Did you ever finish your story?
No. He's in room 203.
203. Yeah, like I said, it
I was saying
you
he was telling us about all the trouble he got in with the
Yeah.
Gardies.
And that's where we went off.
But like, if you go back to hash, because like I said, we started off in like using hash, because hash you get a lot more for your money, and you have to use a full cigarette because you cannot smoke hash by itself.
Right.
So
Unless you
and
hot
it was
knife and that
very
shit.
very economical. Basically, your 25 euro your quarter, because technically you should have weighed a quarter. That would last you like you would get a good 20 spliffs out of that, or 15.
So 20 cigarettes.
Yeah, essentially.
With a hash sprinkle.
No, because when it came to the hash, you couldn't, like I said, overdose it.
Oh.
But how we did it with our friends, we basically kind of came together, you know, and would buy weed in bulk, you know, and that's how we would, you know, because
You created a weed co-op.
spending like what 50, 100 euro a week on herb when you're a youth, you're in school.
Where
You're not
where are
work.
you getting that money from?
So
Being a vagabond.
I just had some good
Picking
skills.
pockets.
You just had, all right,
I
cool.
had some,
Say no more.
skills, you know?
You had a
But
unique
I've
set
always,
of skills.
I've always been
Seb strike me as that dirty
hustler.
urchin
A
on the
hustler.
street.
I did sell wine for my family.
All I'm imagining is
do
a video
markets.
game where every window he breaks, he gets $5.
Nah.
So is that urchin on the street giving trouble?
I tell you.
Were you those hoodlums in the fucking hallways that used to scare old people?
No, I wasn't that bad, guys.
I've
I've just been a stoner for most of my life, you know?
Mm.
That's really it. Just
And
chill
stoners
out.
don't have the energy to give
Because I
trouble.
don't. Yeah, exactly. I
That
don't
always
drink.
stoners-
You know, I
Weed
didn't
is the
drink that
best drug
much,
to give
never.
people because it's just gonna make them tired and hungry.
That's exactly it. That's why
I'm
when
not
they
going to give
say
trouble.
when they say that, you know, but that's the reality of it. First of all, let's go into facts. Let's go into some weed facts, right?
Let's go.
Show me the
Nobody
weed
has
facts.
ever died off of weed.
Fact.
No one has
Not
ever
a lie, that's a lie.
overdosed off of
That's a lie.
THC.
There
is
have been
what you used to
cases
see.
where they're making
No.
weed drops and the parcel actually drops on the person and kills them. So weed has killed people before, but not
by
smoking
falling
it.
on them. All right, so
Yeah,
we're,
not
Yes.
by ingesting it.
we're
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
alright, cool, yeah.
we're going to
Yeah. There has to be a little asterisk there. That's the only way weed actually kills
we
people.
apologize for the brief interruption of Timothy into the actual factual part of the podcast.
That's a fact, yo. A parcel of weed drop
But
from
yeah.
So,
it's
Seb,
gonna
You
kill
would,
you.
Seb, as you were
humans
saying-
literally don't have the lung capacity to smoke enough weed to kill them.
It don't matter you. That's
No, no,
another-
no, no, no,
exactly.
That's
No,
another
no,
thing.
no,
Ultra-
wait.
Oh no, wait, yeah.
If you have a
Asterisk there.
propensity to already be
Crazy as shit.
it
No,
will push you that
yeah,
way.
if you
If you have a
the
lean into
propensity
mental
to be-
disorders, it will push you
Let's,
over the line.
let's put an asterisk in that as well. I believe if
Me-
Isn't
if
it for like psychosis and them kind of thing? Like?
yeah, but that's why it
Mm.
depends on the herb you would smoke, the environment, and how much you smoke it. Because if you're
Mhm.
just to smoke it 1 or 2 times, it's not going to do anything to you. But if you smoke it on a regular and
it
you
also
use
doesn't
that
work with everybody.
to do it, you know what I mean?
Not everybody can smoke weed.
Fact.
Yeah, that's
But
not true too.
no, I wouldn't even say
And
that.
it's not everybody
it's
to
all
smoke
the type
weed.
of herb as well.
No. Not
No,
everybody
brother,
can smoke
Not
weed.
everybody for smoke, man. Straight up.
Not everything is for everybody.
Back of the
Correct.
class. Back,
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody can
and-
ingest. Yeah, everybody can ingest weed, like whether it's a rub or edible or some sort. Like weed is for everybody, but definitely not smoking. Like yeah,
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yeah, because then even you mentioned edibles. That's a whole different level as well. That is something where once you digest
You know the
it,
thing about edibles?
just wait,
and all that?
right?
Yeah, you're going on a
Don't
ride.
overdo it. This way, like because you
Strap
won't
in.
feel that until it hits
Everybody who has ever had edibles has
Yo,
a
this-
bad
this ain't
story
shit,
about
you. I
yo.
don't agree.
Everyone has the same story.
It's
Yo,
like
yo,
tequila.
Yo, I had an edible. I was like, yo, this ain't shit, dog. So I had another one. And then like, oh,
was
yo. Everyone has that
Yeah,
story.
no, my first experience with edibles was like 3 brownies in half hour on an empty stomach. Yeah, don't do that, kids.
Which he ate because he was hungry.
Because-
Yes,
yeah.
because
Don't eat weed brownies when you're hungry.
first of all, if you're making weed brownies and they don't taste good, it's not like why, you know? You're not supposed to. It's not supposed to taste bad. It's supposed to taste like chocolate. Once your butter, your oil is nice and clean.
And that's supposed
I
to taste
should've-
like green.
Next time I can bring a batch of edibles.
nice. All
Bob,
right.
Say
Bob,
that.
just said, Bob just said it right. It's not supposed to taste like green.
Yeah.
And anybody who has ever had like too potent or overcooked weed edibles, you know, or if you smoke like high grade like Ital, you can taste the color green. And there's no better way to explain it other than it tastes green.
Yeah, essentially.
It tastes like the
Yo,
plant. It tastes like the
how
earth.
right he is. There's no. It's not earthy. It's not.
Huh?
It's not a green.
Yeah, I'm high as shit.
You're looking a little Chinese over there, Timmy.
Yeah, them a bleed, mate. You alright?
And mine-
Wipe yourself off, man.
You want to wipe yourself
Yeah.
off? You want some
You
water?
dead.
babe? Wipe yourself
All I
off,
can
man.
think
You
of is
dead.
Craigie Friday. Do I still look hot? Yo, how much times I watch the movie there and still can't get over that one scene the man brush himself off like a dust. Do I still look hot? Say, yo,
Sometimes you just have to freshen up, dog.
fresh.
Sometimes you just have to freshen up, dog. Nothing big.
So, Seb, continuing with your cannabis facts, with your herb facts, with your weed
Show us
facts,
the
whatever we
cannabis
picked
facts.
it. Show us the cannabis.
Oh, what?
You kind of.
As in show as in the facts, yeah.
It does cause that sometimes. I'll be straight up honest with you.
Seb
Sometimes
left the room a while ago.
the propensity.
No, I didn't get lost in the question you guys asked me. Tangential lane in my
The
own head.
propensity to like go off and just kind of space out for a bit short term when you kind of buzz. That's real. The movie's got that one right.
Yeah, and you'll be like looking at someone speaking to you, and
I'm
you
not
just-
hearing a
you
word.
look straight through them head. You look right behind them. They're in front of you. You look straight through them.
It's like, yo, that bird right in the middle of their
Why?
eyes
Why?
behind
Why?
them is wicked.
Why? Of all the things to pick.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You know that I heard on the radio the other day that if a bird was the size of like a dog, like just a German Shepherd, they would be the most violent, strongest animals that we have in existence. Like, just think about what they do for a
Birds
living.
are
They attack things with their
dinosaurs.
face and their claws. Imagine if they're the size
Look
of a
at
dog.
eagles. That's
Like,
what
it
I
was
was
at
gonna
that
say, look at
point,
the
Martin's fear of birds became realistic to me. I was like, oh, it's not stupid. Okay.
Birds will fuck you up.
Birds are dinosaurs.
Yeah, but if an eagle attacks you, you probably should die. And there's a reason why it's attacking you. Like,
Birds will mash
get out of
you
its
up.
home.
Eagle.
He definitely said eagle.
No, he said eagle.
He said
Yeah,
eagle.
I'm telling you, you guys, you know.
You're missing the A's when he sprinkles them in. Oh my god.
But it's alright. I'm not allowed you up, you know. It's alright.
What's his
We
thing?
have some peace.
What's his
What's my
thing? What's
thing?
his thing?
What's the thing?
What's his thing?
my
You
thing?
eat your A's. I gesture a lot. Him can't say TH and says mother. What's Bob's thing?
You can't open a package of condoms.
Isn't that true?
Guys.
Isn't that true? Fair.
10 points. 10 points. Timmy just got 10 points.
Alright,
We're
let's
all-
go back.
Let's go back because we just got duck. Seb, please.
So when it comes to facts,
Is this the item one?
facts. Oh, weed has
Sorry,
been
the item.
around for. Well, it was first. If you go back, it goes back into Chinese history. That's
Which
when
is
we
about,
first-
they
There was
found
a
it in
tomb
that's found
discovered
in
the
a
other day,
tomb
like-
like 4,000 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was more than that.
Herb goes back
Yeah.
to Chinese culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4,000
it goes
years
back
ago, yeah.
past 4,000 years, yeah.
Yeah,
They found it in
long
a
time.
tomb, like dried sticks and like seeds and a pipe.
You have
I was like, yeah.
religions in India, like Hindu sects that
Hindu
use
what?
sects, sects.
I was just checking.
Yes.
I can't just check.
That's
Not trying that word.
I'd love to hear a person with a lisp say that.
Sects. Hindu sects.
They have like just a
But they
kochi in their
use,
hand.
they use weed as a part of their like rituals and things like how Rastafarians do. But them have like drinks that they make from called bang, BHANG.
Bang.
Bang. Yeah, it's milk and weed and thing. Fuck you up. And then they smoke from the peace pipe and pass it around.
Milk
Fuck you up.
and weed?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fat. Yeah. So
Yes.
absorb to it.
There
Yeah,
you
man,
go.
I did see them. I did see like one time on Nat Geo.
Yeah.
They have just like a kochi, like a clay kochi, essentially,
And I
And
hold it like this.
in their hand, and the next man light it, and them just pull
The man,
Brother,
they
hard.
immune to fire.
hardcore.
Immune
So
to
you want to try
fire.
that to me? If you didn't have anything
If I was in India and I was in the circle,
If
and
you
I-
were one of the religious man, then,
No, if I go
you
and
would have to be
visit
close
right
to
now,
your God
yeah,
to
me
do
I
that,
go do
man.
me will set the bun up and do it. Yeah, straight.
Listen, I still can't believe man bun
I don't
chalice
need to
out
get.
here.
I don't need to
like,
get high.
strictly
Like, I don't
ital.
need to get
Oh,
high.
I'm going
like
to
that.
the smoke some chalice
I
after
can't
this.
believe no, but ital chalice. I
Oh,
can't
fuck no.
believe man do them thing, the dog.
No.
How them have the chest for that?
Them man, their chest clean.
Vapes. Can we
Jamaican
take
culture, yeah, running.
Alright.
Well, that's not even Jamaican culture. That's just more
that?
cannabis
Yeah,
culture.
no. Cannabis
steamers
culture
is-
again. Steamers, but then yeah.
Steamers is
Could you speak to the
/ Jamaican thing.
fucking dot?
I'm sorry, guys. You know.
Just feel free to thumb.
But
Put your thumb on the clip.
It's a
This is
Central
why I have
African
Bob
/
around
Jamaican
sometimes,
thing.
guys. Bob's really good at policing
So,
people because he gets annoyed.
vaping, there's a difference.
I call
right?
it practice.
You could smoke herb in 3 different ways, right? Vaping, smoking it.
Like the tree that grew outside. 3 different ways.
Bob, really?
Yeah, man,
We've
come back
already
with another
know
joke
this,
for you.
alright?
Alright,
Fair.
yeah. So there are 3 ways.
So there's 3 ways. So vaping.
Steaming and vaping is the same
Same
thing. It's
thing.
just that steaming is manual
Yeah, but
vaping.
Yeah, but
Vaping is electronically.
No, it's not.
What?
Steaming, technically, and vaping, I guess technically are, but it's steaming would use a hot implement above the ganja, and you pull the hot,
Yeah, but same thing.
the hot
But the-
air
the-
through,
the-
and then through a water system to purify it. Whereas when you're vaping, it's just the coil or the element in around the herb is heated, and you just get the smoke directly. There's no purification. So they are similar, but there is a difference.
That is a fact. Thank you, Timmy.
Yep.
Ashes on my fabric.
That is a
from
fact.
The last spliff.
Damn it.
And let me tell you, the you guys ever steam like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives me a
So
headache.
I've
I
steamed
think
like.
once.
And did you guys not get like extremely high from
Yeah,
it?
it fucks
Like,
No,
you up.
vaping.
I don't think
Vaping
so.
gets you really fucking high.
no,
But I always
it
get
fucks
a
you up.
headache.
steaming.
It's a different type of
Steaming
high.
is a
Yeah.
different type of high, and
Yeah.
that
It
shit
fucks you
will
up.
hit you like quick,
Yeah.
like very quick.
Yeah, is a head high, a body high?
It depends on the weed. And you-
Yeah,
and
depends
I've
on
had
the
it.
weed, but
Fair.
I've had it with
everything
like
is just-
lemongrass.
Everything I go get hit one time.
Yeah,
I've had it with
Your
lemongrass
head
in
is
there.
getting, like taken off basically.
You can put other herbs and thing in there.
Man, them say everything I get hit one
Yeah,
time.
man. Your head I go take off one time. Your body I go get pushed back like the man in Avengers Hulk when the lady push him. I saw your body I go, and your leg them and your hand just I go in a direction. It hits you.
Word.
It gives me a headache though. All vaping and steaming, all
Always.
those light smokes give me a bad headache.
Always.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? It's the
I
it's
get
the
I get to
purer
the
way.
peak of my high, and then is really a withdrawal symptom actually. So when you stop vape, real time when you stop vaping, like
Stop it.
I don't
I
like how that sounds.
No,
Seb,
seriously,
stop it.
it happens
I
to me.
don't
With,
like how that sounds.
it happens to
yo.
me with even with the bong too. Like I get really high, and then when I stop smoking and start coming down, I get a tension headache.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You don't just get sleepy.
Well, if I've been smoking all day, by the evening, like when I hit like green out levels, like I
Yeah,
just
what
get a
causes a
headache.
green out?
You
Your
just
body is rejecting.
A
the
green
amount
out
of
for
THC.
you, for those of you who don't
Yeah,
know, is like
in a
when
sense.
you get like kind of
you
nauseous.
get you
So we
get
call it
really
the-
high and go sleep.
No,
No,
no, no,
that's not
I,
a green
I
out.
call it
No,
a,
no,
in
no.
Ireland they call
Martin
it a
has seen me
whitey,
green out.
which
yeah,
I
no,
what?
when you get
A
nauseous
whitey?
and then like you
Because
know
whitey.
you
A
know why a
whitey.
whitey? Because
You just see
Cause you
white.
I
turn
don't know
white.
why
You
it's
turn
so
white.
funny.
You
I don't know
turn
why it's
pale.
so funny to
Mhm.
hear Seb say whitey.
Whitey.
but because that's so
Whitey.
when you get
Whitey.
overfras. That a few times that happened to me was
The
when I would come
Jamaican
back
term.
from
It's a real thing, Bob.
I know the
France.
Jamaican term overfrost
yeah.
as opposed to
But
green
no,
out.
there's a difference because you. But is what the only time it would happen was when I would
What
come back
causes it?
from when you over smoke. I would come
You
back
just get
from
really,
France.
you smoke a
just
lot
over-
of fucking
And
weed.
it's not even over
overindulgence?
smoke.
Yeah.
Is if it's good and you haven't smoked in a long time, you take like a
It's like drinking too much. You
couple
get
of draws
drunk.
of that. You get
When you drink too
fucked.
much, you get drunk and then you black out. When you smoke too much, you get high, then you green out.
The last time it's caused by
Word.
intake
That
of
no,
too
that
much.
no makes sense.
It's in too much intake of too much THC in your system that your body can't break down. So the last time for me, I didn't eat for like 3 hours, and I went to do a podcast with you. Did the podcast, went to go hit 2 balls afterwards, and I knew I was
I felt
hungry,
like shit.
and
Your stomach felt like a vacuum.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Like a vacuum.
like
Yeah.
as soon as like I was sweating, all I saw was white. As soon as like Shay had to drive, as soon as I get out of Martin's house, I start to throw up.
So do you know what
Thank you
helps
for
with
waiting
that?
till you got outside.
CBD. CBD actually counteracts that because I've actually
God,
been taking
after
CBD.
greening out, I should go smoke more.
No,
The hair of the dog,
Sorry,
bro.
CBD
Hair of the
oil.
dog.
See, all you think about is smoking, the oil, the CBD oil. Like, cause I've even, cause I started taking
Gotta fuck
CBD
with
oil
them.
for the last little while now,
Yeah.
and I would notice that if I would smoke a spliff in the evening time, and I was like frass before going to bed, and I took my drops. By the time I'm in bed and everything, everything just
Level
settles
out.
down, level out.
True.
So it's definitely something that if you have both and you really, or even if you're a new person, hey, here's a tactic. just to know, say that you're not going to get
Well, if
overfrost,
you're
you
a
can
new
maybe have
person,
some
don't
CBD,
smoke that
you know.
much. Genuinely, no one
Overfrost.
needs
Over-
to smoke that much.
Overfrost is my favorite thing to
Dude,
say.
you don't need to smoke that much. Take
No,
it from
you
someone
really
who's
don't.
greened out 3
True.
times.
You
You
really
don't
don't.
need to. You
Like,
don't
But you
need
know,
to.
you have paranoid people out there that might not, you know, at least.
You know what? You know what? it
Yeah,
is?
that's true. You have to
No,
be
but-
educated about it. Yeah, that's
No,
very
but
true. It's very
even
true.
even so, you know what? You know what happens a lot too. Like especially with younger people, 'cause I know like that we went through this. You know, you find a little herb and you start smoking a little herb, and then you're like, all right, dog, let's just smoke weed all the time. You can't do that. All right, like you
I
got
certainly
you got
did
to
try,
do
but yeah.
other things, right? Because there's the misconception that if you smoke weed you get lazy. No, dog. If you're lazy, you're lazy. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's really up to you.
So let me add a point to that is obviously depending on the herb that you smoke and so forth, but you can sometimes overthink, and I'm talking about this personally, which isn't why I've been taking a break, because sometimes I would want to smoke a spliff early enough and be like, alright, I'm going to do this and this after, but sometimes half of that ain't getting done, and it's something where you know you have something planned, but you might just get
Yeah, but
couch
is
locked.
that you or Jamaican inefficiency?
I make a list.
No, that,
I make a list.
Weed
Once
is good as a
once I
reward
see-
system.
Once I see I have
what you have to
tasks,
do and take off. I understand.
God,
Yeah.
God not stopping me.
It's
Weed
also-
is
it's
good as
also
a
I
reward
will hit
system. Once you
one
get it
bowl in the
done,
morning and not until like I accomplish things,
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
do
yeah.
understand like the thought of becoming a bit lazy. Oh, you're hungry now, so you're going to stop for food, whereas before you ate breakfast, you know.
Mhm.
So I do understand that, and yeah, that's why I don't smoke in the days,
Oh,
like
you see,
religiously. That's all.
I hit one in the morning to get going, and then that's it until I go to
yeah,
bed.
you start the motor.
Yeah,
See,
You
because
start the motor.
yeah, for oil engine gets it moving smoothly, brother.
Yeah,
Oh,
make sure you're ready to deal with people
no,
for the
but
day.
It's I work in customer service, brother. It's needed. My shift starts at 7 in the morning. You don't want me at 7 in the morning, raw.
You don't want me at 7 in the morning without coffee. Coffee is my morning thing. You don't want
I
to talk
have
to
my
me-
coffee as
Yeah,
well.
You don't want to talk to me in the morning without a cup of coffee. So I understand.
7 in the morning, rough, bro.
For everybody.
Yeah, it's a rough time.
Well, at least you don't have traffic.
Nope. It's nice, smooth.
Boy, that's why I go on the road from, 6
No,
to
Seb-
4.
Remember tell us, I go link Seb the other night for go pick up someone from him, my dog's 8 o'clock in my dog say, I want to go sleep. I said, why? It's 8 o'clock. I said, no, I have to wake up 2 o'clock, come on and do some work.
And I was up from 3 o'clock that morning.
What?
Let me just say, the reason why I
What?
also
So man
stopped
go sleep at
smoking-
8 o'clock
I agree
to wake
with
up
you,
at
Seb.
2 to the work.
2 to like 6 a.m. to like maybe 5 depending on your house.
Peak performance.
Yo, nothing you do in that time can be matched. You're so, as long as you can.
'Cause
wake up
you're only
clear,
awake
level-
for that.
No,
and
sleep,
not only that,
sleep can definitely
nothing-
match it.
Nothing else around you
Right,
is there
brother?
to disturb you.
Like,
I don't do
my
hissing. I don't go
my
to sleep. I just
sister
stay up.
My sister is like you, where like she goes to sleep, she gets up, then she'll do her work, and then she goes back to sleep. The other day, I said the sentence. I feel like I'm going to take a nap and then get up and do something. And my sinus goes without missing a beat. Martin, when you go sleep, you nah get up. And I go, don't it. I am not one of those
No,
people,
brother.
alright?
Yeah.
Once
Well-
my eye them lock for go sleep,
Let me tell you.
I tell Sam all the while, I don't nap. I sleep. I
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah.
Ever
Yeah.
since
I don't
stopped-
know.
ever since the last 10 days, I've only been able to accomplish the very little sleep. Like I would say on a regular day, I've been sleeping 4 to 5 hours. You know what I mean? Straight like this. Like I slept 3 hours. 4
Seb,
hours
you're going
this
to
morning.
die.
Said
3 hours is a
grind.
nap. Yes, thank
No,
you.
Said
I've,
it's a
I've been
grind,
taking
brother.
like a 5-minute naps in a
Fam,
sense. I
three-
knock out,
fam, at 3 hours into my sleep, that's when I start getting to my sleep.
No, Seb sleep like him animals. Animals just go dead and then them just pop up same time. That's Seb.
Let me tell you, all the other
sleep like
morning,
Miley.
Miley never even wake up. After I woke up, cause I go sleep 4 o'clock, wake up 7 o'clock to go on the road.
You went to bed 4
4
o'clock,
a.m.
4 a.m. to get up at 7 a.m.
This dog can't smoke in the cousin.
And actually,
Dog, what is wrong with
Him
you?
don't
It was
have
the
time.
same night. Actually, I was because I didn't have to go market and thing. That's why I did. But same night. The morning I wake up, get out of my bed, go bathroom, come back out. Normally by this time, I hear the dog because she's always by my bed or by the front of it. She lift her head up something. I tell you she was out. Out. I
Seb,
go
how-
upstairs. I
Seb,
come
how
back.
is
She's
awake before
out.
the dogs.
Say, but how you gonna make your dog sleep better than you?
Because
On your bed.
I've got
I
plenty
know,
of time
I know,
to
right?
sleep
It's
later in my
always
life.
on her bed. It's always on his bed.
Seb's-
It's her bed.
Seb's
It's not
him
his
go
bed. It's her
grind now
bed.
and sleep later. I'm going grind now and sleep later.
Yeah. And I'm putting in the work.
But you
now
know,
and-
you ever see this thing that say when you're young, you have the energy and the time, but you don't have the
At the
money.
end of the day,
But you don't have the money, and when you're in middle life, you have the money and the energy, but you don't have the time because you're working. And in later life, you have the money and the time, but you don't have the energy 'cause you're old.
So that's people that have a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
There's no, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's
The old
simply
slave
because
mill,
you save your
the
money.
old
you-
slave mill is grinding slow, but
Seb,
it's grinding still. Never forget that.
Just slap me next time, alright?
But
you don't have a
but
traditional 9
you
to
don't
5,
have, you
bro.
don't, you're working on this. You know what I mean? Like I believe everybody has to have a little hustle, or if while you work on, you're passionate about, you can actually make a money. It's something you have a future in. You know,
Niggas
the
need
reason why
gas.
this is because you save to make your money to buy a house. You're broke same way. You know, you start having kids, you start making money. You know what I mean? Like you only have money by
Second
the
shot
end of your life.
fired at Bob.
It's not a Bob. Is that, you know, just you say that, you know, that meme or whatever you want to call it in life. You know what I mean? Like is reality is you put in enough work when you're young. You know what I mean?
If you out the spliff on him and not say nothing, you know, bro.
But it's truth at the end of the day. You know,
You're not trying to hear this, son.
it depends on what level you want to
this
reach.
Bob wicked lit.
I reach it
You,
for the
this
stars.
Bob, the worst here. Alright,
I don't remember that, yeah, man.
Face it, this was
What? What do you face you say again?
Can't. I'm not going to say
I was hoping you'd just recap it real
because I'm a
quick.
eater.
A little bit,
But
clearly.
anyway, so what was Seb saying a while ago?
Basically,
You don't
nobody
remember.
can
Alright,
cry
cool.
out there. No, let me just put it this way.
He was talking
Nobody
about having
can-
your
Nobody
hustle.
can cry.
Yeah,
when
nobody
you
can
should
cry out
grind.
there, ball say them don't have it,
Oh.
whatever. When if you're not putting any work, if you're not actually going out, if you're doing your same thing over and over again, you can't accomplish much. And that's the reality of it.
Big up the bus conductor, them.
Like,
Where did they get their uniforms?
I guess LPSR.
Where did
Mama
they
talk
get
about bus
Why do they
conductor for
have
a
a
second.
uniform?
Hold on,
They
hold
have
on.
to.
But level.
Them don't follow any other rule. Them go wear a uniform.
They have to.
Level.
You have to identify who to arrest.
Sorry, Bob.
Level.
Sorry, Cartel.
Level. That's bound to kill you, tell you about bus conductor. Those motherfuckers make like $300,000 a month untaxed, you know.
Your untaxed dog is amazing. It's amazing. They're so rich.
Think about it.
I feel like the figure went up since the last time you said this.
No, 300,000 untaxed. Cause look on it this way: if you get for a coaster bus, if you
first
get
of all, sorry.
wait, for a coaster bus,
I
if you
think
get
it's $50 or $100. If
no, wait, if you load a full coaster bus, say you get 3 bills or 5 bills, 3 to 5 bills for a full coaster bus. Alright?
It's not so much, mate.
What?
It's not so much. It's not as much as 5 bills. It's
Fine.
about
2 to 3 bills.
It's about 2 bills for load a coaster.
So let's say 2 bills, and you load 10 to 20 bus. No, you're going to load like 30, 40
You're
bus.
going
a
to load
day.
at least 30 bus, man. You're
Yeah.
standing in halfway tree. You're going
You
to
do-
load 30
if you're
bus
a good
minimum
loader
for
man,
the
you do
day.
30, 40 bus a day. Now 2 bills times 30 is
I
what,
don't
6
math.
grand? 6 to 8 grand a day. That's better than a lot of people are making.
Yeah, that's true.
And these men are not paying tax on this because it's not a registered job.
Facts.
And then them do that. They can work
So-
7 days a week if
Mhm.
them like, but obviously the best is
No,
gonna be
6
in the
days a
week.
week. And
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
6 days. I'm not.
I remember
work, yeah.
hearing that because remember
I'm
at the
not
end of the
really
day,
run on
the
Sunday.
conductor them and the driver don't own the bus. They don't own the bus.
No,
Right?
but
You
all
have
the-
to remember that.
But
for
all the
most
owner
part.
wants is his money a day, you know. So once they give the owner
So,
the 30
exactly.
grand or
So
whatever
there's
it is a
different
day,
ways, but I
everything
know-
else is theirs.
Basically, they get a percentage a day, and then Saturday is their day as well. You know, like they actually do it today because the owner of the bus can eat a fat food same way. I'm like, all right, you know, here you can literally have all of Saturday because you know it's a slower day and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yo, so what you want about loader man in a dog? Them man they born for that job.
Yeah,
that,
no, it take a
that
special
voice,
Yeah.
it take a
personality.
special personality,
For being a
voice,
loader
and
man.
ignorance to be a loader man.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
100%.
So what you want about them? The man them that drive the bus, on the other hand, all on the can.
Subhuman.
It's subhuman. I agree with that. I bad drive red plates all the time, and my mother looked at me the other day and goes, "Why?" And I go, "They're not people. They're things driving cars." And she did not have a response ready. It's like, yeah.
What response did you think she would have ready to that?
Subhuman. Man.
and
That's how I deal with
oh
them.
my
Only way I
God.
can process them.
She
now.
was like, poor Timmy.
Poor Timmy. Poor Timmy, mate. I hate them. Those damn red plate
Let
people.
me tell you, I've learned.
Then they go enjoy
I've-
being
I-
in heaven by yourself, you know.
I mashed up my
Until she
horn.
realized.
I mashed
No,
up my
everybody
car
else going
horn
just-
after a taxi man one day. Had to drive from New Kingston.
You mash up your car, huh?
Yo, you
Up
mentioned,
to
yeah, I remember
Norfolk.
this. I remember Seb
You
called
have
me
to
at that point
understand.
and went, Hey Timmy, what's up? Said, what's that? No, nothing. Just just here in traffic.
Did you actually break your horn?
Yes.
Stuck on.
So
You
it
blew
was
it so much it got
because
stuck
I was mad, so I had to kind of punch it, and because there was a taximan back,
Said punch hard already. No matter.
so different
so for the
days.
rest of the drive,
So from UCC, the only way it would stop was when you actually beeped it. When you so keep in mind, from New Kingston to Norbrook, I know my shortcuts, but it's still on the road 3-4 o'clock in the
Imagine the
afternoon.
man driving through Birdsucker and he turns on his indicator and it's just him driving through the lane. Horn and blade.
Everybody just fucking vexed with you. Why this motherfucker don't shut the fuck up?
Everybody, right?
So you never just hold on the horn.
Because it wouldn't stop. Like you had to keep pressing it. Like it's not like it.
Wait. So so you couldn't just like hold the horn. You had to keep doing this.
To get it to stop.
So you thought I was doing that all the way up? No, I said, fuck this shit. The horn's gonna beep. I'm just gonna let it beep. Think I got butter? Think beeping makes sense? Just let it beep the whole
Talk
time.
to the fucking mic.
But yes,
How did he
right?
stop it?
Did you just let your battery die? Did you go home and just take it out?
No, so I did when I reached home when I was driving I was
You punch it again?
no I did meds, what to do, and there's a
He did meds with
fuse.
it? He did talk to it?
So how we going to fix this problem?
I tell you, but I pull the fuse same time once I reach home.
And it's stop.
Done. Well, obviously, So after that,
It's not outside, still going beep.
no, that was the old car.
Fam,
Remember
we
that's why
could-
my horn
we
was
couldn't
on the
park.
side,
Your horn was on the
because
side.
right.
With a big red button, like the ugliest big red button
It wasn't,
that
no,
money could
no.
not buy. Alright? It was
Right?
about $25. And you know how cheap things
So
look?
because it was like 50 or 60 because you have to replace
That
the airbag and all
they
that.
drilled the button into
So we
his
just
thing.
put a new line in
They
there.
had to replace the airbag. How
No,
hard
no,
did
no,
you
no.
punch the car?
No, in order to take out the
The
horn.
airbag never went
In
off.
order to take out the horn, they had
So
to
it would have
replace,
dead.
they would have had to replace the airbag because it was
So
all
you
one
just-
piece.
So you just put a new horn in.
Dog, pay like 2-3 grand to get the horn fixed instead of like 50-60 grand. Like
So it's just
So
a
he
button
put
on
it
the
on
side of
red.
the steering
About.
column.
Yep.
So your horn became a button on the side of the steering column.
yeah,
Hold on,
beep beep.
hold on. Driving with Steph after that became so funny because the man would hit the thing and it wouldn't go, and then he'd slap the side of the car because it was just somewhere on the side panel. So you just hear him go black black black, and then the button would get stuck if you pushed it
Stop
too
it.
far,
Stop it.
and it
Stop
would
it.
get hooked on the inside.
Stop it.
So one day I was with him, and Sam goes, "Oh Jesus, not again!"
Stop it.
And he had to push the button out. He's just so aggressive.
We are wrapping this podcast up on this high, all right? I'd like to thank California Apparel for sponsoring us. Thank you to Boom Draw Physics for the intro and outro song. I'll put them in. Prismatic Verse, all the stuff that you guys have seen, all the below thirds, all the cool stuff. Thank you to Sensi Herb House.
Yes. Could I
Hosting
make a
us.
comment on Sensi?
Yes.
Yeah, it was very nice. It was
It-
cured.
Before we
tasted
before
good.
we end off, can I make the other team leads? The
Oh,
other
we're gonna do
people
that after the pod when the pod
Okay.
does.
Alright, perfect.
So yeah, thank you to Sensi for hosting us.
I look forward to the opening. Let's
I
do
look-
this, guys.
I look forward to you taking a lot of my money.
Don't worry, guys. Valued customers will set up a nice discount system for you guys. So don't worry. Our valued customers and our steady customers will have membership cards and loyalty cards and shit for you guys. So check us out, yo. We're going to be the most innovative
Where are you located?
lifestyle herb house in the nation.
Where are you guys located?
What's this address again?
Pulse.
We're in the Pulse complex, but I forget the actual address because it's something like 58A Trafalgar, 38A Trafalgar Road.
Across
In
from
the Pulse
Central
Center,
Court.
yeah.
Right
It's in the
across the
Pulse
road
Center.
And
from
the Peter
Melbourne.
Tosh Museum as well.
Yeah.
Are you
We're
guys on the
we're central as hell.
Are you guys on the socials?
We are not yet on social media. We're finalizing all of that right now as we speak and getting the pages ready. But we
Alright.
will be on the Instagram and on the Twitter. And as
The
soon as
Twitter.
we are, I will
I'm
hit
sure
back
it'll
up the
be-
BamCast.
We'll be
Aight.
seeing you guys once we see it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll be everywhere. So you
Alright,
won't
guys.
miss us.
Thank you for listening. Thank you guys for partying on the party right now, dropping bombs on your moms.
Fuck car alarms. And watch the fucking podcast on YouTube.
Yes, y'all.